Hello, hello. Welcome to Soulstice Revival's Pick a Pile Reveal for pile number 2. I am excited to give this one to you guys. I love your reading. This time I looked at the cards so that I had time to sit with them a little bit and see the messages that I received. And we have one overall theme card. But before we do that, like I like to do, let's all take a deep breath in. And keep doing a few inhalation and exhalations, with each one allowing yourself to release any tension, any worries, any responsibilities that you have. Allowing yourself to be fully present in this moment. This is your time. These are your messages. Allow yourself this opportunity to hear the words that you need to hear today for this week. You can look at it as the week of October 21st to the 27th, or from today, let's say the 24th through Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, you like my headbands? My spiders? Okay, I do. All right. So, once you're fully present, here we go. The card that everybody got was Surrender to the Divine. So we are truly being asked right now to release whatever it is that we're worried about, whatever responsibilities we have, fear, release that so that we can enjoy this present moment, okay? Identify one fear that you need to surrender unconditionally into the hands of the divine, with the emphasis on unconditional. This prayer can truly change your entire life. Your goal, to lift the burden of fear from your soul. I'll read this one more time. Identify one fear that you need to surrender unconditionally into the hands of the divine, with the emphasis on unconditional. This prayer can truly change your entire life. Your goal, to lift the burden of fear from your soul. And when I see this unconditional being emphasized in this card, I am called to remind you what unconditional means. Unconditional means without judgment, without stipulations. Here's an example. If you're worried that your partner is drinking too much, we can release that worry to the divine unconditionally. And what that means is I'm releasing him and accepting him where he is on his journey without conditions. So it's not about if he drinks, he doesn't love me. It's not that. It's releasing it. I accept he's on his journey. I trust that the divine is working with him and I don't have to take control or to make myself responsible for his behavior or his choices or her, But, unconditional, no judgment. And no judgment towards yourself either, especially for this reading. So I picked a card from the Life Purpose deck, the Angel deck, and then my Fairy deck. And with the Life Purpose deck, I was hesitant to use it because it doesn't mean that the card you pulled, that it is necessarily the career path you're supposed to take, although it might for some of you. And when you hear it, you might resonate with that. But it also means like things that I might need to look at in order for me to keep going towards the path I'm headed, the one that I'm focused on, the one that I want to create and bring forth. So your cards were nutrition, and that's from your Life Purpose deck. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Again, this is a potential, but I'll go into it further on how it can be related in other areas. Child. These cards are old, you could see. I've got watermarks on them. On the child card, it says, you care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. I'll read that one more time. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. And then your fairy card, awakening your true self. I love this. I love this card. The affirmation for this card is, I now give myself permission to be my true self. So, keeping in mind our overall lesson to surrender to the divine. Here's the thing. Clearly, I have some mothers here that have chosen pile number 2. Okay? That is a given. Mothers and fathers. Mothers and fathers. Grandmothers, grandfathers. Great-grandmothers, great-grandfathers. Teachers. Babysitters. Aunts, uncles. There might be a child in your life. And here's why I think I'm talking to parents specifically and grandparents specifically. Because you're a natural nurturer. And you're giving, I believe, I know that there's a lot of you that are giving love to these children. You're giving them everything that you have. But there's a part of you that needs to nurture your own inner child. You have to give yourself the time to enjoy life as well, without that responsibility of a parent. Yes, I love and respect all of my parent friends. I respect all parents. But what I see and I hear a lot from those I work with is you struggle to find that time for yourself. But you're asking to nurture that part of you so that you can fully show up for your own children. Something came to me as I was talking, so give me a second so I can hear what it was. Oh, yeah. So with this card here, the child and surrender to the divine, that unconditional, some of you are worried about your kids. Maybe they are into addiction. Maybe they have drugs. They're using drugs a lot. Maybe they're in college and they're partying a lot. Or maybe you're fearing that they're not making the right choices in their life and you want more for them. This is what it means to release and surrender to the divine unconditionally, without that judgment. We have to trust that they are on their path, accept them on their path and what they're doing in their life, and release ourselves from that worry so that we can enjoy the moment. And what I mean by that is, like, we can put our energy towards things that give us joy and nurture our own inner child, because we have to be playful too. With the nutrition here and this child card here, so some of you might resonate with wanting to have a career by teaching people to eat healthier, or teaching people through cooking classes. Maybe you want to offer cooking classes. And this would be an affirmation for you to go ahead on that path and integrate that slowly into your life if you aren't already. Because they have this awakening your true self. Some of you might want to be teachers or work with children, and it's not something you're currently doing. This is the time for you to really truly be who you are in this world and how you want to be in this world. But let's go back into the nutrition card. So some of you might be writing cookbooks. That might be something you love to do. When I also see this, you conduct healing work with your culinary skills, this card also could mean that you haven't been eating as well as you would like, and you know this intuitively. So you're being called to notice what you're eating and how that food is either nurturing or depleting your body. So if maybe you're eating too much sugar and you feel lethargic after every time you eat all the sugar, so pay attention to that and pay attention to your body is responding with everything that you're eating. Some of you might be into health and fitness, and you're trying to figure out how you can make that a career or make some extra money doing that, finding the time, little bits of time, doesn't have to be a lot of time, to nurture those ideas and that passion of yours. Some of you might be stay-at-home moms, and you're looking at building a career around a healthier lifestyle. You can do that, but again, you have to nurture your own inner child, that person who wants to show up in this world, right? Yeah, because it says to schedule the time, so you have to schedule your time. Also, if some of you like essential oils, I relate that to nutrition as well, and just a healthier lifestyle. Sorry about that noise. I see essential oils, but it's not the aromatherapy card, but still. Even essential oils like rosemary, sage, lemongrass, using fresh herbs in your food instead. Okay, yes. Okay, also, so when you're balancing your chakras, let's say your solar plexus was off balance, that third chakra, you could be infusing your water with lemon, right? Because it's a yellow fruit, or yellow, what is lemon? Is that a fruit? I should know this, but I don't. Well, lemon, it's yellow. Or butternut squash, that's yellow. You know. Or if it's your root chakra, you could eat more apples. Or radishes, those are red. Tomatoes, Using nutrition to balance out your chakras would be a great way to take messages from this card into your life. Maybe you want to take a cooking class. If you're not offering the class, maybe take a class. I know that's something that's been on my to-do list. In my area, we've got free classes that we can take to just learn how to eat better or make meals that last for the whole week. Maybe some of you need to, in order to set and schedule time and make more time available to you, meal prepping is something that would help you. So there's another way you can integrate this nutrition card into your life right now. And then if some of you are trying to lose weight, maybe it's looking for a support group like Weight Watchers, but something healthy. Don't get it twisted. Some of you might be studying for personal training. I don't know what it is. It might be that you are a personal trainer, but you want to offer more. Maybe you want to offer nutrition for children. Maybe you want to, on the side of exercise programs, you want to infuse nutrition into that too, as well as coaching to help with empowerment and personal development in your life. I don't know how it applies. Take these cards, the words and messages, and apply it into your own life. If you would like a personal reading where you can get more in depth with me, I would love it. I also do Soul Talk Tuesdays at 11 a.m. every Tuesday. So you can get more of me, but it's a general reading, is what I'm trying to say. So, awakening your true self. Okay? Some of you have lost yourself, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Release that worry about finding out what it is you really want to do. Release that and put it into Divine's guidance, into their hands, so that you can just trust it's all working out and explore who you really are. A couple of years ago, I said that I lost myself, right? I got into this dark place when I moved down to St. Petersburg. But that's because I had lost everything that really nurtured and I was passionate about. I didn't do my art as much anymore. I wasn't dancing, moving. But I had that dark place, that dark moment in my life became the place where I found myself again. I rediscovered who I was. I figured out that, wow, I'm not happy in this. How can I integrate what I'm passionate about into my daily practice, into my daily routine. So I took a few art classes around town. They were reasonable, $10 classes. And then I invested in myself, I will say, to take the ones that were a little more expensive because I was worthy of that. And it helped me discover who I was and how I wanted to be more of me in this world. And so I started integrating the art into my work. You see, you can find the time to take classes or workshops or exercise classes, mind you, any of that, nutrition, whatever, to rediscover who you are. We go through these phases in our life for a reason. And sometimes we're only there for a season, right? Let me see what else. Yeah. Okay. Remember the affirmation was, I give myself permission to be my true self. Some of you might be afraid of speaking out your truth in the world or in the relationships that you have with your partner, whether it's a colleague or your friends, whoever, and you're worried that they're going to turn away from you or not like you anymore if you were to speak your truth. But be empowered by speaking your truth. Not everybody is going to like you. How many people are in this world? There's a ton. I don't know the exact number, but that's all right. It's impossible to believe that everybody is going to like you. So you might as well just be you. However that is for you. And some of you might have to do some inner child work for that. You grew up in a home that was dysfunctional. Your parents didn't believe you. Your parents didn't protect you. Releasing that pain through dealing with that pain, by the way. You got to feel, to deal, to heal. So don't avoid it any longer. I really do see the sacral chakra here, so paying attention to that, which also means going to your root chakra. And look, this is red, this is root chakra. So some of you don't have that sense of security in who you are because of how you were raised or because you lost your voice. But now is the time to rediscover that voice. As a child, we had all these dreams that, we had this wonderful imagination, and slowly we lost it. It slipped away. But now you're being asked to really look at that again and be that playful self. Allow yourself to have fun in life. Life is supposed to be fun. It cannot be all serious. Yeah. I think that's about it for you guys. I know the nutrition card, that one always stumps me sometimes, but I feel like there's so many ways that this can apply in our life. So whether it is you are a cook, you have the idea of being a chef, go for it. Maybe take some classes, learn how, or meal prep, do what you need to do. Utilize food to nourish your body and nourish your soul rather than deplete your soul. Take a look at what you're eating. And maybe you want to teach people the wonders of great foods. I know a lot of people in my life that would definitely resonate for them because they have, it could even be making a blog and sharing your recipes online. It could be as simple as that. It could be as simple as taking a photo. I know I've heard, people make fun of people who post food, but if it's something that you created, you cooked, and you want to share that with the world, then share it with the world. Yeah. And just don't be afraid to hold back, however that means for you. Release any of these worries up to the divine. Now is the time to really nurture who you are, nurture your voice, and show up for yourself. All right, so that is Pick a Pile 2's messages for the week. I hope it resonates for you in some way. Remember, they're general. Stay tuned. I'll have some new moon reading card or new moon energy readings coming out this weekend too. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.